I got a few questions last week about how I handle extra conditioning work for players in and out of the lineup that I want to address today. And I think there are really applications here for how you can build in extra work for players in general during the season, even those that are maybe in the lineup consistently but not logging big minutes, or players that really have a limiting factor that you want to try to chip away at. When making these decisions, I use these three questions to help guide the process. First, what does the player need? This goes back to one of my previous posts that has 5 questions to help identify conditioning limitations based on the player's in-game performance. Can the player hold low positions for extended periods? Can they generate speed? Can they repeat high speed efforts within a shift? Can they sustain speed within a shift? Can they sustain speed throughout a game? And based on these questions, which quality needs to be addressed to improve efficiency? The next question is, what has the player done recently? As a basic programming principle, I don't want to emphasize identical training methods on back-to-back days. So if we identify, for example, that a player needs to improve their repeat sprint ability, but the player emphasized sprint work the day before, I'm going to transition to looking at developing a supporting quality instead of hammering the same work over again. Lastly, how long does the player have to recover? This will impact the volume of work, that is, whether the player goes through more of a stimulative session, which will train the quality of interest in a way that minimizes next day soreness or fatigue, or a developmental session, which will require a longer recovery window. So that's the process to help guide decision making. What does the player need? What have they done recently? And how long do they need to recover? If you have any questions or want me to expand on anything, just drop a comment below and I'll address it in a future post. Thanks.